I'm trying really hard to curb my tongue and how I feel about it, and trying to determine where to go from here. But I will tell you that I am absolutely fed up, and I've had enough. I've had enough of that cursed ass road, the people on it, the people around it, all the bullshit. Fucking abusers, monsters, pieces of shit.
Hi, my name is Dee. Welcome to Dee True Crime. Jody Sue, if you don't want to be in YouTube, then pack up and leave. You're the one that brought you and your children here. Then all you want to do is complain about other people and other creators.
I've tried very hard. All of this time. Since day one, June 15th, 2021. To keep certain shit to myself. To keep Tragedy Pittville from getting a hold of it. Trying to keep Dawn and Candace from getting a hold of parts of it, because some people weren't paying attention to, well, really anything, because they were too busy playing fucking patty cake with fucking tragedy pimps over here. During all this time, we've also had our own abuser and situation and circuses to deal with, and a Bride of Frankenstein little monster to contend with, while Tragedy Pimpville has piled on and eaten us alive. Turned, twisted, narratives, targeted, especially my children, and I've taken it all in order to protect a lot of everything around Summer's case, the pieces, parts. There have even been times that I and others have directed the targeting at me so that others will be left alone and not eaten.
So they target you to leave other ones alone so they won't be eaten. Whatever does that mean? Does that mean you took the heat for Candace to keep the public off of her?
As I've hunted these tragedy pimps and what they've done, not just to Summer's case, but to so many since Watts Forward, Idaho, the whole nine, and to get something truly done. All right?
Out of everybody, out of all y'all, you're the one that stays stressed out more than anybody else. Why is that?
While I've watched as they've been allowed to run amok around our lives and tamper with them.
The only way anyone did that to you or your children is if you allowed them to. You brought yourself to a battle zone and complain when you get a little splinter from a club.
I'm upset because of some of the pieces that have kind of fallen the past few days, plus the shit, monster abuser and others have been doing. And my children are like always.
Jody, sir, if you were that abused, why do you still taunt your abuser on a daily basis?
Stomach's just a wee bit upset. Here's where I'm at tonight. I really don't know how many more shits I have left to give. Right? Not broken. Spirit's not broken. I'm not decimated as a human being, but I am quite pissed off as a mother who actually does love and care for her children and always has in the worst fucking storms, circuses, abuse under fucking the sun. And it's still yet occurring to us because of Tragedy Pittville and everybody else in the whole world being okay with women and children continuing to be abused, applauding it, and helping it on. Right? Cheering it on.
You thought when you came here you were going to be cheered on. And that didn't quite happen like you thought it would. So now, all this. You act like you got balls, but why don't just one of y'all grow a set and tell us what happened?
But I'm not broken. Not decimated, not destroyed. My spirit is just fine and intact, but tonight I am quite pissed as a mother. When he was partially been here to protect her children from the world and false accusations and bullshit, and the manipulation and the way this place pulls you in and you don't even realize the game at first. And how they hunt you down within minutes of Amber Alerts being released, and then you've got next door neighbors who conveniently, you got your ex pseudo monster in mail being stupid enough to take con, and then you've got 2 days and people being recorded about a screaming and all these things. Well,
who worries about all those things if they're innocent? If you're innocent, you wouldn't be worrying about all that. You wouldn't have nothing to hide.
Neighbors being recorded talking about us in 2 days and then turning cameras to where we lived on purpose and telling me in the road, oops, sorry.
Why can't Summer's case be Summer's case? Why do you have to drag all this crap up into it? Your own personal crap. Why do you feel the need to have pull in the Summer Wells case? What causes that? Don't hang on to that crap. Let it go. You know what holding on to all that crap is doing? It's eating you up inside.
And like always, I really honestly truly do try to keep all of us separate in a great many ways. I don't ever really give a flying shit what other parties are doing online, what they're saying. I try not to listen, to keep myself just with truth, what we know here, not with tragedy pimp manipulation of others on panels because they're bad for it, but some also play into it and allow it to happen. I don't know why. I don't know why in the fuck a great many people don't get on their own damn platforms and speak about Summer instead of having to play patty cake with tragedy pimps, but that's just how some are. Really wanted to do right by Summer. When you get on your own damn platform and speak, why does everybody always got to have their damn hand held by a tragedy pimp? Why they got to visit? Why does any of this shit occur? Why do you need narratives? Why do you need tragedy pimps to play patty cake with? You don't get on your own platform and speak about fucking Summer. That's how you speak silly about her instead of whining about how they want to speak about her. Right? Get up on your own, fund whatever, instead of sitting on panels where those people roll in fucking cash on your name while you're standing there and they lead you into narratives and everything else and just dig for salacious shit and Jerry Springer. Whatever they're right. Here's where I'm at. And you'd think any good media manager would definitely do that and tell you that, but it appears none are in sight, really. Never have been, because that's probably not their actual intent around anything. Weird having this all down. Y'all can call it coincidence if you want to. I do not. But Jody Sue, and I'm going to pull a bullhorn here, Jody Sue's all fed the hell up. And if some of y'all don't watch Bullhorn, she has a tendency to talk about herself and third person. Anyway, it's fine.
I've never heard Bullhorn Betty do that, but I've heard Prayer Garden of America do it 1,000,000 times.
But anyway, I do try to keep everybody safe. Try not to listen. I don't really care because it's always been what it's been, and I prefer to stick with what's happened in real life, what happens here locally and in the community, and the word and the true things. And yeah.
You know that sounds purely stupid coming from you because you're on YouTube every day and every night.
Actual witnessing of and hearing and all that, and I don't want it mixed in or shit screwed up as time goes along. It's a way of keeping, let's quote, pure of the bullshit, right? But I tell you what, this right here, and there was something said.
See, you can't stay away from it. You dwell on it.
Once again, I think by Josh. I was watching the lab earlier. Got about 4 minutes into that shit. I was like, what? Excuse me? And I kind of know. There's some other stuff throughout the day. I was like,
Why have you tried to derail the Summer Wells case like you're the queen and you got all the answers when nobody else does? Do you have all the answers? If you do, please share them with us. The real, right, correct, true answers.
But this is what I hear.
Out as oneself. They don't know how to really love and care about someone else. They don't know how to, they don't know how to weather storms together.
Well, you must care because look how you're acting. You say you don't watch nobody on YouTube, but you just said you watched Josh, and you're going to play us some Prayer Garden of America.
By holding on to one another.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, not much. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. Me and Prayer up there talking about the traffic stuff.
I've been listening. I'm hoping and praying. I don't know that that's sad. So sad. It's horrible. A little kid shouldn't have to go through stuff like that.
No.
I'm worried that that's what's happening.
Jody Sue, why is it that you hold so much hate in your heart for these people? Why can't you just walk away and let it go and let them live their life and you live your life? Why do you have to keep hanging on? You know, you have a reaction to a certain situation, and that reaction makes you and your son look guilty of something. I wouldn't even think nothing of your son, but your actions and your words make me think you're trying to hide something. You're trying to cover something up. If you would have went about this the right way, nobody would even be thinking about your son. If you would have told the whole correct, entire, true story, we wouldn't even be thinking about your son. But the way you act, you look guilty, and you make him look guilty.
Honestly, though, I don't doubt that all things are being done on purpose to get this reaction. And I really don't care. I really don't.
Summer.
We pray that that's not what's happening at all. So far, I'm like, well, yeah. Truth. Some of our worst thoughts, right? What could still be happening to Summers? That's the agony of every day.
People don't take kids for good reasons. You know what I mean? Usually, 90-some-odd% of the time, it's for a bad reason. They make them, you know?
No, that's...
Yeah.
We've agreed on that since day one, June 15th. Random Tuesday, 2021.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you believe, like, that Jody's son?
And it's weird, the first question, right, out of salted earth slug's mouth. First words, man, soap eater over there times 9,000. It's weird. It's my name again, right? Weird, ain't it?
Do you believe?
Don't know.
Do you find it funny that she tried to protect him so much? Do you find it funny? I mean, you live right across the road from them. Did you not find it weird that she has put him in the military now and everything else?
It's weird. The only thing I've ever tried to protect my son from is this place. Narratives. Bullshit. My son, since day one, has cooperated fully with feds, law enforcement, profilers, has offered, just like I have a polygraph. I've always let these children be interviewed alone and separate.
Why don't one of y'all, just one of y'all, and you'd be a good candidate to do that, Jody Sue, tell us what really happened that day. Tell us what really happened, then we'll quit guessing. Are you woman enough to do that? Or you want to keep hanging on to this shit for months and years? Get it over with, Jody Sue. Tell us what really happened that day.
And I've heard both be told with me they are not suspects. Witnesses. Yeah, but I must be a hotwire. The only people I've ever tried to protect my son from are these fucking cretins on YouTube. Squall, as she, Benny Keys, Tiffany Marie, Fizzle, all them.
You sat there for 4 years and mumbled YouTube, and your daughter's been there listening to it. You know what damage that could cause her? She's been listening to that stuff for 4 whole years. You subjected your kids to this.
Used him and all my stolen shit off of Facebook where Squall was placed because Candace asked me to fucking let her on my Facebook. A couple weeks later, she then goes about blackmailing me with my fucking son and then making him look like something if we didn't cooperate or shut up.
I'm sure you reported that to Hawkins County, didn't you? Well, if you didn't, you need to.
The only people I've ever tried to protect my son from is this place and our abuser. So no, it ain't funny the mama bear is a little pissed. You know, or that Cam and Tiffany Marie and everybody else worked together to try to make it.
You won't stand up for Summer Jody Sue, then why the hell are you here? And Ronnie Lawson said everyone was a suspect, not one excluded.
Well, it's sus because of some fucking bullshit. Months after Summer vanishes, on a road we lived on properties where dogs crossed and everything else, and we sent our sons back and forth to do certain things. Yeah, real fucking sus, huh? No, it's sus, it looks whatever because of their fucking errors. Jody Sue's only tried to protect her child from this place. This place and this place only. And monsters swirling around us our entire lives. Like our own monster. Monster's parents. Half of them on that fucking road. Tragedy pimps, blackmailers, criminals. Their fucking narratives like PG. Fuck all of you.
Then why did you bring your children here? Why didn't you protect them from it? You're the one that brought them here, and then you want to cry about people talking about them. That don't make no sense. You should have thought about that when you came here.
Weird that she has put him in the military now and everything else.
Hey, PG, get this, you dumb cow. You can't put somebody in the military. And as on my videos, y'all can clearly see, the day he signs, I'm clearly not anywhere near him. Okay? I'm real sick of that.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Join my membership. It's only 99 cents a month. See y'all later tomorrow. Y'all have a nice evening.
Nobody placed my son in the military. You can't put somebody in the military. But I'm glad that he's wearing a uniform, so you dumb sons of bitches who hide behind these icons can slander and harass and, you know, whatever you want to him. You and your own free fucking speech. But let me tell you, you have the right to free speech, but not the consequences of, right?